I was like, I don't want to get married, and now Gammy done gone to Will crying about I don't want to have a wedding, and now I'm being forced to have a wedding, when really I just wanted it to be the two of us on a mountain, because I was like, this is serious business.
Y'all, Chris Rock has finally spoken out. Did you see how he came forward about the messed up relationship dynamic of Jada and Will Smith? It looks like Chris Rock has all the secrets on this couple, and he is ready to pull out the big guns now that he was slapped on the Oscar stage. Stay tuned till the end to catch a glimpse of what he had to say. Before we proceed, don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel for more updates on how Chris exploded. Now, before we head into the dynamics of what Jada has done that has led Chris Rock and millions of others to believe that she is at fault, let's first take a walk through that dreadful Oscar evening when the ship sank for these two parties. For Will and Jada, it was embarrassing because they became the center of attention yet again for something humiliating. And for Chris Rock, well, he did get slapped in front of the entire world. That's an embarrassing enough reason. The evening started out pretty normal, but soon it got very chaotic. During his set, Will Smith made a beeline towards Rock after the comedian made a joke about his wife, Jada Pinkett Smith. Members of the crowd were shocked and amused at the time when Smith delivered an open-handed slap on Rock. A strike that, may we point out, was picked up by the microphones on the stage. Will Smith just smacked the shit out of me, Rock said, visibly shocked.
Oh, wow! Wow! Will Smith just smacked the out of me.
The crowd may have at first assumed that it was a joke, but it rapidly became apparent that Smith's rage and the smack were very serious. Apparently, a lot of fans are still waiting to hear what Queen Beyoncé had to say about the entire thing. "Keep my wife's name out of your effing mouth," Smith said after returning to his seat. The fact that Chris Rock made this joke about his wife made him so mad that he shouted it out twice. But what made him so angry? And what triggered him to go and slap somebody? After finding out the details, you might actually side with him. So here we go. Jada Smith has been suffering from an illness called alopecia. This illness has caused her to lose her hair as well. She has been extremely raw and upfront on social media about how this has affected her, and has repeatedly acknowledged the difficulties of hair loss. With this in mind, Chris Rock and the writers for the Oscars had to have known that this was an issue for her. So for him to make a joke on live television globally? Come on, guys, have some decorum. Anyway, it looked like Chris Rock somehow realized after getting slapped on international television that he may have made a mistake. He said, "Jada, I love ya. G.I. Jane 2, can't wait to see it."
Jada, I love you. G.I. Jane 2, can't wait to see it. All right?
You would think that Jada was glad that Will defended her in public, but this was not the case. Instead, she got pretty mad at him for doing what he did. She wishes that Will Smith didn't get physical with Chris Rock, but isn't angry with her husband after he slapped the comedian, a source claims. The couple is apparently in agreement that Smith overreacted, and they're all about their family and kids. Whoopi Goldberg, a governor of the Academy Awards, said recently that she doesn't believe his career will be affected by the slap. Another source said, "It was in the heat of the moment, and it was him overreacting. He knows that, she knows that. They're in agreement that he overreacted." They also mentioned that Pinkett Smith is not a wallflower, nor one of these women that needs protecting. He really didn't need to go and do that. Of course, tons of people reacted to the entire drama. This one Twitter user tweeted, "Will Smith can't win, bro." Dang! Now, to be honest, we do kind of agree with this user. Jada should be glad that her husband took a bold step for her, but instead, she was making fun of him for his actions in front of the entire world. The more disappointing part is that Will Smith got attacked by tons of celebrities. Some people were also not just mad at Will Smith, but also really angry at the Oscars for letting him stay. Among these people was the famous Wanda Sykes. Sykes talked about her experience with this while talking to Ellen DeGeneres. She said she didn't actually see the slap, but she saw Smith yelling at Rock from his seat. "I was just like, is this really happening? I just felt so awful for my friend Chris," Sykes said on The Ellen Show. "It was absolutely sickening. I physically felt ill. I'm still a little traumatized by it. DeGeneres added that she was traumatized too. Sykes also said that she didn't think Smith would be allowed to stay and accept his Best Actor award. But he did. You assault somebody, you get escorted out of the building, and that's it. But for them to let him continue, I thought it was gross. And if you think that was it, no. There is so much more. Stay tuned to see what famous actor Minnie Driver had to say. ESPN personality Stephen A. Smith said in a video on Twitter that it was a shameful act, acknowledging that he's a fan of Will but cannot condone the violence. There's no excuse for that. He added, "Don't even try to justify it." Stephen also tweeted that Will just stained the greatest moment of his career. You can't do that, especially as a black man, in a position to another black man on that stage.
What Will Smith did tonight was straight bullshit. But boy, was that a shameful act for him to commit tonight. To go up on stage and slap Chris Rock like that, he's lucky he didn't get his ass kicked, particularly after the event was over. If not by Chris Rock, to the fellas he had there with him. I mean, damn. Denzel and Bradley Cooper and Tyler Perry having to calm you down, your publicist having to run out and calm you down. I mean, damn, come on, bro. Come on, man. There's no excuse for it, ladies and gentlemen. Don't even try to justify it, okay? Chris Rock said it years ago. Every time black folks doing something, you know who messes it up. I never dreamed in my wildest dreams I'd be saying that about Will Smith. A black man, Will Packer, did a phenomenal job producing the Oscars, and you do this to stain yourself, to stain the Academy Awards? Damn.
Minnie Driver spoke with people at the Vanity Fair Oscar party, saying of the incident, "I think that we were part of something incredibly personal, and it broke my heart. Deeply personal between some people. It was, I don't know. The world right now, we're living in high-stress times. People feel things incredibly deeply, and it's an expression of that." Just gonna say, valid comment, girl. So, our point is that when Will was getting all this hate, as his wife for decades, Jada's job here was to stick with him through thick and thin. This is a time for healing, and I'm here for it. This is what Jada wrote on Instagram after the ceremony. The chaos and unhappiness in their marriage started not now, but years ago, right from their wedding day. "I never wanted to be married," said Pinkett Smith during an episode of Red Table Talk back in 2018.
I was like, I don't want to get married, and now Gammy done gone to Will crying about I don't want to have a wedding, and now I'm being forced to have a wedding, when really I just wanted it to be the two of us on a mountain, because I was like, this is serious business.
Here's what she had to say about the first couple years. "So many things were going on for me at the same time. Being a young actress, being young, and having a baby." She said she didn't know what to do. Later in the episode, she said that she was very upset about having to marry Will because she didn't believe in the institution of marriage. Another reason why she didn't like marriage, "I just wanted it to be the two of us on a mountain because I was like, this is serious business." Addressing to the public perception that he was a long-suffering husband who Pinkett Smith had cheated on, Will said, "Jada never believed in a conventional marriage. Jada had family members that had an unconventional relationship, so she grew up in a way that was very different than how I grew up." During the wedding, Adrian said that it was horrible. "I don't know how to describe it. She was sick. She was very unfriendly. She didn't help with anything." Jada also agreed with her mother's assessment and said, "I cried down the damn hallway. I wept the whole way." Will said in an episode that there wasn't a day in my life that I wanted anything else. "From the time I was 5 years old, I thought about what my family would look like." So you can see how Chris Rock might have come to the conclusion that Jada has been really unhappy with Will Smith for a long time. And that's all we have for you today, folks. Do check out some of these other videos we have for you. We promise to keep you updated on all the Hollywood news as it comes in. Goodbye for now.